So you mentioned you're transitioning to a little bit of this coaching aspect of coaching other women that are coming into commercial real estate. Can you share a little bit about what that program looks like?
It's early, but we started, it's called the CRE Mentor. And so I have started, in addition to the coaching, the commercial real estate business.
As if you weren't busy enough.
Right. I just thought I'd add something else to it.
But,
I think just a training for people getting into commercial real estate is helpful and something that is missing. And it's for people that are either looking to do a new career, they're in another industry, maybe they're already in sales, or they're from a completely different industry and want to see what it's all about, or already in commercial real estate or residential and just don't feel like they have enough tools. And so I just know I didn't have a mentor in this process. I kind of had to learn everything myself, which has kind of always been, what I've done through my career, and I'm fine with that. But I love being able to mentor. That's one of my passions, is training and mentoring. And so, one of my associates, Danielle Covey, she is a prime example of that, getting to bring her in from an outside industry and having no sales experience and being able to teach her every step of the way. And, it was painful for her along the way, I'm sure, because, I'm player coach trying to do this all at the same time. But she was fantastic and, ends up doing $15 million her first year on her own. And that honestly just is incredible. And that speaks a lot to her and her abilities, but also just what it can do if you've just got the tools, from the beginning, and kind of get trained the right way versus having to grind it out. Still a grind, but it's a lot easier when you have a little bit of step up. So that's what I want to replicate. And I want to do it for, anybody across the country or locally, but that's a big passion of mine, is helping other people achieve their dreams and be able to provide an income for their family, but also have the work-life balance, because that's been the biggest thing, is trying to teach, the boundaries. Overachieve, but do it within the boundaries. Right. And so you've still got your family life. You can still be a mom. You can still, be present. My kids, they're number one, my husband and my kids, and they know that. And I show up, constantly for them. But at the same time, I'm also, super successful at real estate. And so balancing the two is something I feel like I've been very successful at. I've had too many people who are like, I want to do what you've created. I'm like, okay, well then, you know what? Let me teach you so you can do the same thing.
Yeah.
So is this mentorship would be them working with you directly, or is it something that would be outside of Millennia? Or it's work, because you said anywhere in the country, so
they can do it's an online course, so they can do the course from anywhere. We'll also have group coaching, which is also online, so that can also be anywhere. And we'll take a cohort each quarter of applicants, and then a mastermind. And so there's that plan. There could be someone local that could potentially work on my team, and we could go that route, and that is kind of the plan eventually. But really, it was just a broader reach of who needs the help. And
So it's not necessarily just somebody looking to switch teams. It's somebody who's looking either to get into the industry, or maybe they want to get to the next level of leveraging your
just commercial real estate as a whole.
And they can obviously have sign up for coaching with me directly, and that's an option as well. One-on-one.
Awesome. Pay it forward, pass it on, and show folks kind of what you saw in the industry, right? And give them the kind of roadmap.
I think that's what it's all about. You're blessed to be a blessing, and I've just never been one to only be about the money or a title or anything like that. I want to make a difference and make an impact, with my life. So I want to help other people do the same thing, and I think that would be, really cool for them, because it'll give people a lot of freedom that they're looking for. And it'll be fun to watch them, what they do with their lives with it. So
it speaks a lot to your character and who you are. I think that's awesome that, a lot of people will make the money and have the success, but then aren't willing to necessarily give back and help somebody else along the way. And there's a quote that comes to mind. It says, if you help enough people get what they want, you can have everything you want, which is that time to be with your family and still have the boundaries, but still have enough success.
Yeah.
So I think of it as being go be a superhero, just be home by 5 o'clock.
Yeah, exactly.
Be deliberate about what you do, but like you said, set your boundaries, pick your
You can do
times, and be deliberate and work like crazy and do what you need to do in those time frames, but know when to kind of shut it off and stay true to those boundaries that you set, right? It's easy to get pulled in 12 different directions.
It is. It is. It's a constant training I have to have with my team because it's it's countercultural.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, it's do more, up more from last year, and it's always pushing.
Yeah.
And well, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't want you sacrificing what you love and what you want to just beat your goal last year.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Then you didn't really achieve. I don't feel like success.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying we're a charity. I do.
No.
We do work hard, and we do a lot of transactions, and they can make a lot of money. But
right.
I just want priorities to be in place.
And being deliberate about what you do is kind of how you can move forward and grow. Anyways, right? If you're just all over the place, it's hard.
Yeah.
And mentors, I've been in a mentorship program for over 2 years now,
Oh, nice.
and it's a whole life aspect, not just the money and career, but
Yes.
there is other aspects of it like fitness and health and spirituality and family and relationships and travel.